Time to spill the tea with Spicy V. Welcome to Spill the Tea with Spicy V. Today we are here with David Pinard, actor, singer, and 1/3 of EDM group Soundhaven. What would you say is the biggest difference between acting as someone and being yourself on screen?
Wow.
Oh, yeah.
That's a unique question. I mean, there's always some element of yourself in the acting world that you kind of take to every character. But yeah, I think the craziest thing, I mean, in reality TV, you kind of really don't have any control of how you're portrayed, which is difficult. When I'm an actor and I can read a whole script, I know who I'm going to be.
So you're in the EDM group Soundhaven, which you know I'm obsessed with. Who came up with the name? What's the story there?
When we were in high school, we started making like electro pop. This was way before like music festivals, because I'm old, was even a thing. And yeah, we've been doing it since we were 16 years old, and only now, until we started getting into the music festival scene, did we start really hunkering down and making EDM music. So we've been doing this for a very long time. So it's not really one person's idea. It's just we've always had a love for music. And March 19th, we have our first show here in Toronto. So hopefully some people can come. I know you're coming.
Oh, I am coming, guys. Spicy V is going to be there. It's going to be lit. So you know my cousin. I met you through Brendan. How did you guys meet and how did that friendship flourish?
Your cousin is a lovely, lovely man. I went to high school with him, so I've known him equally as long as Soundhaven has been around. So one of my favorite partiers. He's equally as amazing at partying as you are. So he's a fun person to have around.
Yes. Okay, so when did you move to Toronto and why?
After I got done The Bachelorette, I always had a love for acting and TV and film and stuff like that. And Bachelorette was kind of like the spark to be like, oh man, like if I can get cast on something like this, maybe I have the potential to be in other things. And I've been here for about 6 years now, and I'm a full-time actor. So I guess it all worked out.
Heck yeah, it's literally working out. You're literally killing it. I've seen you on so many different things on TV. It's actually outrageous. We're going to get to that, let me tell you.
Thank you.
I have to ask, did you and Lisa from The Bachelor in Paradise ever officially date?
No.
No.
Me and Lisa hung out. Yeah. Me and Lisa, we hung out 2 times. I guess maybe communication was probably bad on my end, that she thought maybe it was a bit more than what it was. And that's why I apologize. I feel bad that I hurt her. Never meant that to happen. Because anybody who knows me in my personal life, I haven't had a girlfriend since I was like 18. And it lasted like 3 weeks. So I've been notoriously single for quite a long time. But yeah, I've no bad blood towards her. And it sucks that things worked out the way they did. And I wish her the best.
I just wanted to take a second to like give Alice some love. Isn't she amazing? Like how outrageous and iconic is she? Literally.
Yeah, she's probably the closest person from the show. I mean, they really don't show everything that you kind of see on camera. And we had such a great time on our date. And probably the closest, we're just friends, but she's somebody I'm really happy to have in my life.
So you've said multiple times that you have a punchable face. What does this mean? Can we see it?
Oh, yeah, very punchable face. I think, you know, I am a big fan of stand-up comedy, and self-deprecation is always a really funny thing. So I look like your basic avatar white guy. In every video game that you start, it's me.
Oh my God.
So yeah, right now I'm currently working on a film. I don't know if I can even say, like, there's some big actors in it. I'm working on a Christmas film that has 2 really big leads. That I'm getting a chance to work with. That is really cool. You'll see in the upcoming days, I might be able to post some stuff about it.
Okay.
But I have 2 other films coming out. I have a film called The Princess and the Bodyguard coming out, where I play the bad guy. And then a film called The Perfect Caregiver, where I play the bad guy. And if you're starting to see a little trend, I seem to play the bad guy quite a bit.
Do you have like a go-to pickup line? Or?
I feel like I'm always just kind of in the moment. One I used the other day that I thought went pretty well was I was given a Magic the Gathering card from a guy. He just handed me it. So later when I was talking to somebody, I was like, hey, I just want to let you know. And I passed it to her and she's like, what's this? I'm like, your Magic. I know it's bad, but in the moment it worked.
Oh, it
was
worked.
Charming, damn it.
Oh, I believe it. That fuckable face.
I'll never see that person again. I'm sorry.
No, that's okay. You made her day with that, and that's all that really matters. It's all good. Mm-hmm. Favorite character you've ever played or role you've ever done?
Favorite character. I mean, I think the last Christmas movie that I did where I got to have some of my own music in it. It's called Unperfect Christmas Wish, which you can see on the Heart to Home Network on Amazon Prime. That was a really cool world because I also got to work with Elise, and we're just really good friends. I've told you this probably a million times. We're sitting on the couch watching our favorite show, The Boys. And all of a sudden, here comes interviewer David Pinard on screen. We literally couldn't believe our eyes. We were screaming at the top of our lungs. Great show. What is it like to work like that? Like, is there green screens everywhere? Like, reality doesn't have that, right? So I'm just wondering how the hell they get that together. It's kind of crazy, like the jump from the films I work on to a production that has I can't remember. I know this sounds stupid, but I think they have per episode a $20 million budget, which is kind of crazy, but everything's nuts. But is it true that you once got kicked out of Soundhaven? Is this true? Not Soundhaven by itself. What happened was before we were doing EDM music, we actually had a high school band. We were called DNA. It was David and AJ, who AJ's in my band now. And there was 4 of us. And I remember at the time, I didn't play any instruments. I was just the singer. And the problem is that they could all sing as well. So I was kind of obsolete. I see. There was one day where we had a show and they sent me to the show by myself and they just didn't show up. And I'm waiting to go on. They're like, hey, you're ready to perform. I'm like, my band's not here. I can't play. And they're like, yeah, we don't want to be a band anymore. But as dark as that is, in my darkest of times, being kicked out of the band, it forced me to learn guitar and piano all on my own. And then that's how I got on Canadian Idol. And then that's how I've made crazy amounts of money from music nowadays, all because I forced myself to teach myself music. So whenever you're having a tough time, maybe it's just because you need to get better. So work on yourself. And where's the most outrageous place that you've had sex? Let's go. My bedroom? No, I'm just kidding. Oh, what the fuck? Okay. I mean, this is pretty Canadian. In a Tim Hortons bathroom. I think that's the most outrageous. And I had to put my back against the door because there's no lock. So I had to put my back against the door and people were knocking and I was like, it's jammed. That's crazy. Okay. Would you say there's a love that got away in your life? Oh, 100%. Yeah. So how would you rate my Big Brother Canada game? On a scale of 1 to 10, how would you rate it? I got, okay, get your feelings here, okay? Because I'm going to be as honest as I am. Well, knowing you before going into the house, knowing you and being as big a fan of the game I am, I said, you are going to be terrible. Oh, no. But as the season went on and watching you play and laying some things, girl, you know your shit. And you did some awesome things. But at the end of the day, your big personality still cost you. But my overall score of you, your gameplay, 8 out of 10. You played a good game. Who would you say is your favorite celebrity crush? Do you have a celebrity crush? Or someone you would love to work with? Female-wise, I really love Emily Blunt, if you know who that is. Oh, yes, of course. Love her. Yeah. I really love Emily Blunt. And I mean, I'm a huge fan of Jason Sudeikis from Ted Lasso. So it'd be cool to work with those guys. Okay, so what are your thoughts on threesome? I think it's funny. There's a really cool show. There's a cool show on Netflix, and it's called Explained, and they have one about sex. And the number one desire of most people is, it's 80% of people, their number one thing is to have a threesome. It's because inherently humans as us, we all want to be desired. So it's the pinnacle of multiple people desiring you. But here's the flaw in it. As a person who may or may not have been in 1 or 2 or 3 or 20,000. I'm totally kidding. But the problem is, in those situations, there's usually one person you have a little bit more of a connection with. And like when you swap between the two people, you kind of drop off in that connection with somebody. Not that I'm saying threesomes are bad, but it's a logistical nightmare sometimes.
All right, where is my hat, and are you bringing it to the show? Can you bring it to the show? Oh, but I will be.
Let's fucking go.
Let's go.
Yeah, you can. On March 19th, when I see you, you're getting your bucket back.
Let's go. I'm going to be in the crowd, like, you know, going off wearing that. Like, that's the fit. That is the end of our interview. I just want to quickly, again, say to everyone about March 19th at NIGHTOWL in Toronto. I'm going to be there. David's going to be there. The whole crew's going to be there. Let's go. Join us. David, this is the part of my interview where I turn it around and I ask you if you have any spicy questions for me.
No, you know what? You're doing a great job, and I hope the show keeps on going.
Oh!
Keeps flowing down.
Yes, I like that. All right. The question is, am I going to keep it up and keep it going? Hell yeah. Fuck yeah. We got some cool people coming, but this was a fun-ass one. I didn't hold back because, you know, you're a friend of mine, so I had to come for you. Thank you so much, David Pinard, and good luck with everything you're doing. I'm so proud of you.
Thank you. I'll see you soon, love.
All right. Yes, you will.
About our show, it's got 2 levels. Downstairs is just like kind of a bare stage where everybody can dance and face the music with a little bar on the side. And then upstairs, we'll have a lounge with a bunch of Krispy Kreme donuts. I think I ordered like 200 already. So there's donuts to go around and you can just kind of chill. So we have the whole entire venue. So it's going to be really cool to fill it up.
Yes, let's go. Okay. To buy your tickets, link in the bio. Do it now. Let's go.
Yes.
Click that subscribe button for more spice.